So today we're going to be incorporating basically what is a My Little Pony rainbow look. It's very beautiful, very cute, very girly. We've got a beautiful selection of clothing from Kaori's Latex Dreams, lots of beautiful latex. So we're going to start putting together a really striking eye look, a really striking lip look, and some really cool hair to set that off. There's going to be some crazy colours in all of this. The main colour scheme is basically pink, yellow, blue, but all pastel tones, so it's very girly, but also quite exaggerating out there. So it's a really nice combination, okay? So we're going to start by putting up your hair just so it pulls the face up nice and tight and it creates a lovely base and a structure to work from. So from this you're going to learn how to contour the face naturally without overloading the facial features, by opening out the eyes, making the most of the features that are there, but also adding in a certain amount of edge. You know, this is not a dull look. It's going to be a very exciting look, quite a fantasy look, but also quite fashionable. Something you might use when you're going out on a night out and you want to show off a little bit for your friends. Actually, maybe even for Halloween. You know, I think if you're going out for a restaurant, maybe it's not quite appropriate. If you're going out to a club, hell yeah, let's go. And just put your head down for me. So when we section this off, this will just be a nice piece that we can incorporate some of the fake hair accessories that I created for this look. That's going to be really lovely. So it just means it looks very natural. We don't want you wearing a wig or anything like that. So it makes it incorporated in with your hair, okay? So I'm just going to section this little piece off. Okay, and close your eyes for me. Just going to give it a little bit of spray, which I'll cleanse off the face afterwards. And this will just get rid of any flyaways. Basically, I'm spraying the hair before I turn it into a ponytail. When I bring up the ponytail, I just lift up the face and the features a little bit like it just lifts everything up and it makes you feel better as well. It makes you feel a bit more ready for action, which is always nice. The reason I'm spraying it first, just to get rid of any little bits of baby hair on the hairline. This is natural; everyone has it to a more or less degree. So it just gets rid of that, so I can have a lovely smooth ponytail. And so now we've got the front sectioned. We're just going to start bringing up the back. And once again, I'm going to spray that with the L-net so we can comb it out easily. L-net is really nice because it's not sticky, it doesn't affect. So we're just still working on the ponytail. We're going to lift it back and make sure all the hair is in that. And then once we put the hair into the ponytail, we're going to once again spray that, comb it, and then tie it back again. And it just means that you eradicate any bumps or lumps or anything that makes it not look sleek and perfect. Basically, I'm starting to load up the hairspray now, and I'm just combing through. And I'll just move on to the side in front of the camera so you can see what I'm doing a little bit easier in a moment. And I'm smoothing with the back of my hand. I use the back so the front doesn't get very sticky and affects everything I'm doing. So I'm just working my way through the hair, and you can hold it in place just as you go around. And any secret to such a severe look as we're going for here, it means that you really don't want flyaways. It means that as soon as you leave the house, everything is in place and you feel fine and ready, and you can rely that the hairstyle will stay there. You never know what will happen on the way to the club. Wind, rain, everything has to be perfect just in case. Okay? Hitting your head on a cab, don't know how drunk you might be. Hopefully very drunk if you're on the way to the club. Okay? Put a bit more hairspray on there, a bit more combing. So as you can see, the hair's kind of laying straight a bit more, and it's doing as we say. It's like conditioning it, it's forming it. And you'll notice that the ponytail is becoming a little bit more slack, where we've pushed the hair closer to the head. But this is exactly what we want. It means that when we go in with the next band, it becomes tighter. It's very, very sleek and secure. That's key. And if you don't get all the bumps out the first time, don't worry, because you can just do it again. Sometimes up to 5 times. Some people's hair is a lot thinner, a lot more flyaway. For example, if it's just been washed. If hair has just been washed, there'll be a lot more flyaways. If hair is thicker, it may have less tendency to do that as well. So just don't panic if it doesn't happen immediately, and just give it time and patience and it will happen. It's all good. Luckily Miranda's used to this, so no matter how tight we get, it's all good. Okay. Going to go in with another band on that. The hair's getting tighter and tighter every time. You'll find that some bands give way. The amount of times I've done this and I break elastic bands, so do try and get good quality ones because it is useful. There's nothing worse than having your last elastic band and then it breaking on you mid-hairstyle. So always have many prepared or a pack set aside just in case. It's all good. There we go. So that's just getting really nice and sleek. And we can come back to that later, you know, that's fine. And then how do you feel? Do you feel a bit more taut?
I do. I feel important.
Oh, lovely. You're always important. So I'll just put a little bit more spray on that, just to be sure. We're in a nice aerated room as well, so so you're not breathing in too much of it, which is nice. Okay, so we've combed it through a few times, and the bands, we've put a few bands on. It's getting tighter and tighter. So we've eradicated lots of flyaways, and the hair's laying very smooth to the head, very flush to the head. That's very good. There's a few little bumps and everything like that, but one, a lot of the hair pieces are going to cover that, and two, we'll let the hairspray dry and then we'll come back to that. And it just means that we don't have to do too much right now, and also it allows Miranda to get used to the tightness of it, so it's not all at once and you feel a little bit shocked, especially if the model isn't used to it, you know. Okay, so I've got a really lovely cleanser here from Dermalogica. So we're going to be using this, and then I'm going to be going over with a little bit of water and some of the Dermalogica skin smoothing cream as well. This is really nice, creating a lovely, even, well moisturised base. It's essential to have a well moisturised base when you're laying makeup on, especially if it's for long wear. It allows the makeup to sit better, in which case we're going to use a primer as well, a new CID primer. Now this is really lovely. It's silicone based, so it's very smooth and non-oily. So we're going to begin with a bit of cleansing. Okay, so I want you to just close your eyes for me. It's really nice to master a good technique so your subject feels nice and relaxed during the process. If you do have to do anything a little bit harder, like exfoliating or anything like this is the time to look for that. There may be occasions where your model has a little bit of dry skin or something like that, in which case you can inform them that's what you're going to do and get a well-suited product for that and work on that particular area. Whereas on Miranda, that's not necessary. Hold me. I'm just going to go under the eyes and make sure there's no hints of mascara or anything like that that's been left over. That's looking good. Okay. Just do the other eye. Fantastic. And close your eyes for me. Always good to have a little bag nearby to put things into so you don't clutter up your makeup table. Okay, so if you want to just close your eyes, I'm just going to spritz that a little bit. And that should cool you down and close pores and everything like that, which is nice. And sometimes it's quite good to get a bit of blood flow onto the eyes. Once again, on Miranda, this isn't necessary. She's very young, got great skin, she doesn't smoke, for example. These things affect blood circulation, and so sometimes it might be necessary just to do this a little bit, just to get rid of puffiness and kind of lymph that perhaps isn't necessarily moving through the face in the way you want it to create a nice even base, you know, puffiness and things like this. Okay, lovely. So we're going to go in with some moisturiser now. Okay, we're going to go in with some moisturiser now. Got the Skin Smoothing Cream by Dermalogica. Very nice. Your favourite, I believe. When was the first time you used it?
Not that long ago, about 3 or 4 months ago, I guess.
Yeah. Was it in the summer or the winter?
Autumn.
Oh, autumn, a bit in between.
Yeah.
It's always nice to have an SPF for summer, by the way. Little fact
course.
there. Yeah, she knows her
I'm
stuff.
a
She's
pale
a
lady,
professional.
I know.
Yeah, exactly. But important for everyone, you know. So I'm going in with a nice soft brush at this stage, and it just means that we can go everywhere, and it's lovely and smooth. I'm getting to every face. So not too big, not too small. Just use whatever you're comfortable with. I think it's very easy for one person to say to another, this is what I like, so use it. But actually, I think it's very different to personal interpretation, you know. Try different stuff out, see what you like, use that, you know. And close your eyes for me. Okay, and just smile with your mouth closed, just work a little bit into the lip area. And this will be a little bit of exfoliation, so I'll just go put it on there and just work that in, very good.